And here's another thing: if you're gonna ask her to be credited as king, you gotta act like Martin.
You have to act like Martin.
Well, I guess he was acting like Martin the way he was smashing them other girls. And
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real.
Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
When you see a situation, I gotta ask because I'm just curious of your thoughts on when you see a Jonathan Majors lose the Kang role for a misdemeanor. And I understand, you know, publicly Disney has to kind of, you know, hey, we got to protect our own. But when you see that, as far as the way that played out, again, what are your thoughts just in general when you see that happening to Jonathan Majors? Mind you, Jonathan Majors from Dallas. He's from right around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think you should try to make certain women credit Scott King. I mean,
it's as simple as it goes.
If you're looking for me to be a 6'8" basketball player, I'm just not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be that. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, who? I don't even know Coretta like that. I just like, I'll be Charlize Theron. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's just too much. Like when you try to fit it's like, and then you gotta, if you're gonna, and here's another thing: if you're gonna ask her to be credited as king, you gotta act like Martin.
You have to act like Martin.
I guess he was acting like Martin the way he was smashing them other girls. And I was like,
shit.
I mean, accordingly to, I guess that's why he said you need to be Coretta.
So
bad.
What are your thoughts when you see, like, you work with Megan Good on, I forgot the film, 10 Days.
10th Date. That was a while back, about 2000. Was 17 was my last movie?
Yeah, that was, 2017.
Well, my last movie that came out through a studio, yep.
To see her, you know, of course, stand by her side. And then for them to say, because, you know, that's another thing Katt Williams alluded to, like, it could have been worse if not to see that scenario. Do you feel like the thought of black couples in Hollywood, which I don't know if you ever dated any actresses in Hollywood or anything like that, but the thought of having a black couple, power couples in Hollywood, do you feel like that helps or hurts a career of a black, young, up-and-coming comedian, artist, actor?
I think we do all this. I think a lot of stuff we do to ourselves as far as this imaging. We accept these images that don't, you know, it's like when you hear these things, y'all know white studio heads aren't listening to any of these conversations that we're talking about.
Never. But public perception.
I know, but they don't care. I'm trying to understand. This whole, there is a like I said, a public perception of life. But if you have a black girlfriend and you bring her to dinner, they're gonna go, oh my God, how are you? It's not, you know what I mean? He has a black girlfriend. What it is, I think that everybody in the 90s, when we were younger, we were jacking off to Round and Brown, the Brazilian girls, and we all wanted that type of chick because it was on the pornos and we was young and we got programmed through pornos and stupid stuff like that. And it's like, and not just that, but it's like, okay, now your girl's mixed or she's white or she's black. I mean, is she a good person first? You know what I mean? Is she a good woman first? Then let's see what does her character say first?
That's where she's.
You know what I mean? And then it becomes this whole thing of, okay, well, we can only be a black woman. It's like, I've seen some crazy people in every nationality.
In every nationality. A woman isn't going to be a woman. I mean,
yeah, and a man's going to be a man.
A man's going to be a man.
So it's like, when people hit this, only a black woman could, it's like, yes, and only a righteous woman can make sure, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be black or white to be.
I don't mind just, you know, interracial dating in general.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
I'm curious how America will look in about 200 years. Like, I am curious about just, you know, just how mixed it'll look, you know, where you won't even know, like, what the hell.
Well, I only date black girls that's mixed with white.
I hear you. Hey. I hate to keep going back to Katt Williams, but he said, hey, you're going to get a wife.
Be my Coretta.
That's going to look away. That's good.
We all Negropeans. If you really want to be technical, if you can, let me ask you, what immigrant ship did most of us come over here? What, like where we came over here, Ellis Island, and we just was happy to just come over to America and pack in and just come here and set up shop. When the fuck did that happen?
No.
So,
yeah, so
what's your last name? Dawson?
Right.
What's your last name? Thomas.
Thomas.
Jackson.
Smith. Yeah,
Smith.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Sounds a little Negro pen to me.
Yeah, that kind of goes to Negro pen. You know,
I know people hate to say it. We appear black. We black, man. We black brothers. I'm like, really? Are you Mr.
Hakeem
Jackson?
Exactly. I'm gonna change my name to X.
You know what I mean? Exactly. You have to change your name to something else, and you have to. It's not. I'm not saying like I'm just giving you like.
Nah, that's some real shit.
Who's really pure black?
Man, come on.
No, for real. Like, who's settled here? And I'm like, when did we settle? I mean, I could say, okay, we're talking about the Aboriginals before. We got that. Talking about people coming over, mixing. But right now, who's really...
Yeah, over here, yeah, who really is?
I mean, people think they are. Just because I mean, both my parents are black, but then I found out that my grandfather on my mother's side, all of them up there, we get up to him as a white dude, an Irish white dude with a bunch of black people.
Wow. When you do your genealogy, you're like, oh, shit.
No, we got the actual picture. I'm like, who's this guy?
The picture, yeah. But I say, yeah, it's like, wow.
He had the Captain Crunch thing on, the whole, with the mustache. I'm like, how's this my grandfather?
Shit, this is my...
Captain Crunch is my grandfather. Who's this guy? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are you really black? Everybody say, well, it's by the father. It's like, when you go further back, it just keeps, it
gets mixed, it gets a little shady.
It just keeps going.
Gray area.
Yeah, it's a gray area. That's why you're an American.